My name is Amarie Duffy, and I got introduced to Herbalife 11 years ago. I'm just going to keep my story quite short and sweet today. I was a biomedical scientist. I received a guinea pig message from Claire Fox, and me and my husband Lee, we decided to get started as customers, kept referring people to Claire and Dan, and then went along to a meeting and saw the opportunity that Herbalife had to offer. We started working our business part-time around our full-time jobs, and then we got to global expansion team in 11 months, went full-time Herbalife, spent 6 years trying to work out what was for us, and then 4 years ago we were introduced to the Breakfast Budget Club model. And as Claire and Dan mentioned yesterday, we started doing our research, and as you can see from the date there, we actually opened our club in August 2020, which was in the middle of the pandemic, okay? So within the first 6 months of opening, we had to close our club 3 times. And we had to be able to move everything online overnight. And that's where we had to learn how to be able to transfer the skills of what we were doing in our fixed location club online. And we did that for 2 reasons. One, we needed to be able to keep looking after our existing club members. But also the second reason was we still wanted to be able to build, keep building and reaching more people, helping more people. And obviously when we were allowed to reopen the clubs, we were straight back into club. You know, we love the community, the relationship building is so much easier face to face. And we just loved everything about our club. The results were better. You were able to have those conversations around the trainee coaches, junior partner positions. But we never forgot that actually being able to use those skills online would actually be able to help people who couldn't actually get into our club. So what I'm going to cover today, and I'm just going to flick through these are our stats, that's our club, our organization, and this is our vision, you know, to open 10 frontline tab team breakfast budget clubs that are able to duplicate. We won't stop saying that, okay? So that's why I'm up here today to talk about the online nutrition club. And I'm going to say a disclaimer. This is the most simple thing that I'm going to share with you. Please don't think that it is complicated. It really is as simple as I'm about to explain. So anything that you see, I'm going to show a form today. Anyone that needs it can go to the Telegram group for people outside of Claire and Dan's organisation. And also there is a video of a past presentation about online nutrition clubs that Stacey Newman did from a previous masterclass, and that's on my Herbalife, so you can go and keep watching it, okay? I'll answer this now because this will get asked. Online club members, they count towards the 2 referrals for someone to become an ambassador to be able to activate their Herbalife membership, but they do not count towards free visits in your club. Okay, that's important. So when and why would we use the online club? Well, first of all, if someone's not local to your club, and when I say not local, I don't mean you prejudge someone that you think lives too far to get to your club. Imagine if Val had prejudged Becky. Becky lived 45 minutes away from our club. Imagine if Val had just gone, do you know what, I don't think Becky will come to our club, so I'll just work with her online. Becky might not be where she is today, okay? So it's important that we don't prejudge. When I say not local, I mean the other end of the country, 4 hours away. You're not going to expect them to come to your club, okay? If someone can't commit to the minimum of 3 visits a week, so if you get someone in for a wellness evaluation in club, and my top tip is always lead with the wellness evaluation in your club. Again, people don't understand what we offer in club. So always lead with booking them in for a wellness evaluation in your club, getting them in. They can then see what you're all about in club. They can see the community. They can see the support. They will then make a decision based on the value that you think that you're going to bring to them. But if you're doing a wellness evaluation and you say the openings of the opening times of your club, so we open 6:30 till 11 o'clock, and someone goes, "Oh, I start work at 6 o'clock in the morning. There's just physically no chance I can get into club." So I'm going to go, "Okay, well, you can't come into club, so what I'm going to offer you is to work with me one-on-one online, because I know you want to get results." Okay? So that's where then we can then plug them into our online club. Why do we want to do this? Well, we want to be able to help our current club members to get their 2 referrals to become ambassadors. And if you've got someone like we have in our club who she's moved here from somewhere else, and her circle of influence, immediate circle of influence, is in London, 4 hours away. So her mum and sister are her referrals, but they're working with me online. They're never going to be able to come into club. If I said to her we didn't have an online version, she would never be able, or really struggle, to become an ambassador in our team. Okay? And also to be able to help a trainee coach earn some money in order for them to maybe downgrade some hours in work to be able to do that one shift in club. So you can start someone online, and you've heard some speakers today talking about how they started as online coaches and then transferred into a club. Okay, is everyone still with me? Okay, so we keep this super simple. Okay. So whether online or in club, we all have the same intention, and that's to move everyone from the invite all the way through customer to supervisor. So in order for us to be able to have clarity and for us to know exactly what steps we're doing, we all use the same path. We still use the same pathway. We speak the same language, and we all plug into the same training structure. So our weekly academy on a Wednesday has coaches that are in a fixed location club, and also our online coaches plugging into the same training structure. It allows us to have that clarity. So we've seen the pathway, and over this weekend we've worked all the way through the top of the pathway, all the way through to, you've just seen Becky and Chris doing the 2-week review. So I'm going to show you how we move an online customer from the free invite all the way through to the 2-week review, ready for them to plug into the second part of the pathway, the same pathway, okay? So, your online wellness evaluation. This is where it gets simple. So, let me put some stuff down. You will need your little toolkit. You will need 2 forms. Okay. So, one form that you will need is a wellness assessment form, and you will use the wellness profile form that we use in club. So when Grace was doing the role play yesterday with Laura, she handed Laura this wellness profile form to fill in while she went and got her aloe. Online, we just ask the questions and fill this in while we're asking the questions. So it's the same form, okay? The wellness assessment form is basically a step-by-step guide for us as coaches to be able to stay on track for the wellness evaluation. Okay? Because the wellness evaluation is done over WhatsApp video, no Zoom. We found Zoom was another barrier for people, okay? Some people can't use Zoom. We don't want to put any barriers up for people in case they can't use it. We want to keep it really simple. Everyone knows how to do a video call on WhatsApp or FaceTime. You will need a picture on a text message of the plans that you're going to offer your customer, and also the flavors of smoothies and tea. It's 20-25 minutes. You keep it really simple, and you're just having a chat, and you're just connecting, like what Grace showed us with Laura yesterday. So it's the exact same thing. You're just getting to know them, getting to know the goals, what they want. We just don't have Tanitas, no stats, nothing like that. Okay? So once we've done the 20-25 minute wellness evaluation over video, I like to do video because I like to see the face. It's easier with the connection. Before we finish, that's on the wellness assessment form, we're always asking for referrals, and it's actually at the very back written down so people can even just read it. So this is really good for trainee coaches when they're learning. So now that you're getting started with us, you're able to nominate up to 5 people for a free online wellness evaluation. Who would you like to nominate? Or if you're doing this as a practice for your wellness evaluations online, you could say, I have to do 10 of these online wellness evaluations to learn the skills as part of my coach training. Who else do you know who might let me practice on them? And like Grace did yesterday, you make a note of the names and numbers, and then you say to them, but you're my priority. I'm going to help you get started first, and then I want you to go and speak to these people and let them know that you've given me their details before I contact them. Okay? I don't want to contact people unless they know that I've been given their details. So after the wellness evaluation, I always go, okay, Wayno, what I'm going to do now is we're going to end the call, but I'm going to send you a picture of our plans for you to choose from. And this is our picture. You might have your own plans, but these are the ones that we use, okay? And I'll say, and I'll get you to choose which one you want to buy. And then what I'll do is when you've told me which one's best for you, I'll then send you a little picture with some smoothie flavors and the flavors of tea for you to choose. Once you've done that, I'll then ask you to pay me through a bank transfer. I'll ask for their details, and I will send the program and the products direct to their house. We do not break the plans up, okay? So the very minimum program on there is an aloe shake and tea. But I will always recommend the second one, which has the PDM in, because that's what we use. We know it's going to get them better results. And what are they paying for? They're not just paying for their products. They're paying for me as their one-to-one coach. I'm going to give them snack list and meal ideas. I'm going to plug them into the support groups that we have. And most importantly, they're going to get results. Okay? So never devalue yourself and what you're bringing to the marketplace. Okay? So, okay, they receive their products at home, and they go, Amarie, I've received my stuff, what do I do next? I'm going to get started. And I go, hang on a minute, let's have a video call again, you know, face-to-face, relationship building, connecting, because I'm going to show you how to use the products. I'm going to show you that I want progress pictures and measurements, and you're going to send them to me. There you're starting, you know, pictures and measurements. I also want you to weigh yourself, because I want to be able to work out your protein target. Okay, so we're still doing the exact same things as we would in a club, but online. And then I say, now this is how we're going to work together. So every morning, Wayno, you're going to wake up. This is what I say, so excuse me from saying it on stage, yeah? You're going to wake up, you're going to have a wee, and you're going to weigh yourself. Okay? So wake, wee, weigh. That's what I say to people. And you're going to send me every morning a picture of your scales, your food diary from the day before, and also a picture of your evening meal. Is that okay, Wayno? Fab. Okay. I am going to become their best friend for the next 2 weeks. They are going to be dealing with me every single day. Okay? And before we end that call, I go, but we need to book in your first 2-week review. So let's get our diaries out now and book it in at a time when we both know we can get on another video call. Okay? And then this is what they send. They send us a picture of their aloe tea and smoothie, a note of what they've eaten the day before, their weight on the scales, a picture of their evening meal. And it's all over WhatsApp or in the group that people might plug them into. Okay? I only like to use the online club for people who I'm helping to become an ambassador. So I'll be honest, right now, I have 5 online club members, okay? What I don't want anyone to do is go out and think that they're going to start looking after 30, 40 people online. We want to make sure we always lead with getting people into club, but we have this tool in our toolkit, the online version, to be able to help people who can't get into club. So then, 2-week review, and as you can see, it's the same slide as Becky and Chris used. It's the same checklist. We just skip some of the things that we would be doing in a club, like renewing their membership or upgrading onto products because they're already on the products. But it's the exact same checklist, the exact same conversation, the exact same process. Are you understanding that everything is exactly the same? Yeah? Okay, so on the 2-week review, I will always confirm the day before, because, you know, life is busy for people, and online, you haven't got the same connection as if someone's in club with you. I'm always going to say the day before that I want new pictures, new measurements, so that I can be able to compare for them and do the progress pictures. And again, it's a video call on WhatsApp, and I'm following the checklist. We will have a conversation. It'll take 10, 15 minutes. And then what I always do is I always say I'm going to send you a summary of this in our chat so that we can always refer back to what we spoke about on each review. And the most important thing is what Becky and Chris said, is just like when you're in club, we invite to the ambassador meeting, because there's no difference between someone online and someone in club, okay? But this is just a little summary. I will then book them in for the date of the ambassador call while I'm on the call, and then also their next 2-week review. And this is where then we plug everyone, whether they're in club or online, into the ambassador meeting, which starts the second part of the pathway. There's no difference, okay? It's just the top part of the pathway is just done over WhatsApp and video calls because they live a distance from the club. Is everyone with me? Okay, so just to finish, told you it was simple, okay? Top tips for an online nutrition club is keep it simple. Move your online club members through the nutrition club pathway using the exact same language. Because imagine we're always thinking of not just a club member, but trainee coach in the future, potential club owner. We want them to see that no matter whether they're looking after someone online or they transfer into a club, it is the exact same process, same pathway, same language, same training structure. We use the same checklists from club. Be professional, even though it's over a WhatsApp video call and you're texting people. Be professional and provide that world-class customer service, and learn and master the transferable skills for both club and online club.